Hey guys, it's Dan with West Valley with you again to answer some of your questions. Let's get started. Our first question is, my computer keeps wanting to do updates. What should I do? Okay, I can understand this is pretty annoying sometimes, especially like in a corporate environment where maybe it's managed by your IT staff or whatnot, but let's make the assumption that we're talking about your home computer. When your computer wants regular updates from Microsoft, or if we're talking about Windows or maybe Java or Flash, that kind of stuff, there's usually a really good reason. Typically, they're only going to issue updates because you've got to keep in mind these companies, it costs them money to provide these updates. So there's got to be a compelling reason for them to do so. Usually, they're to patch up security holes, some exploit that some hacker found somewhere of some way of taking over your computer. So it ends up working in your favor to do them. And it also works against you if you wait too long. So like I've seen many times in the field where someone hasn't done updates for a really long time and they have like 100 of them sitting out there. And the chances of creating an issue after doing the updates, when there's that many of them, so many things all changing all at once, you're actually increasing your risk for hosing the computer, for it to not boot properly when it's done. So I do highly recommend that you stay on top of it. When you get update alerts and stuff, allow it to do that. If you're running Windows 10, you're actually not going to have a choice. That's the first operating system where Microsoft doesn't give you a choice anymore. It just automatically does the updates whether you like it or not. So you can take that how you want to. So yes, the recommendation is do the updates, whether it's Java, Flash, or Windows. Okay, try to stay up on them. Don't wait too long on it. Next question. What's the best antivirus to use? Well, that's a pretty subjective question. However, we do have statistics. Windows 10 and some of the older Windows, Microsoft actually made their own antivirus called Windows Defender, I think is what they call it. It's about 90% effective, meaning it catches 9 out of 10 of all the different pieces of malware out there. You can pay for stuff like Symantec or McAfee, Nod32. There's a lot of them out there to choose from. None of them are perfect. You can generally get about 98 to 99% of what's called a capture rate, meaning it captures 98% of all the malware out there. The one that we work with ourselves is Avast. It's a 98% capture rate, and it doesn't cost anything. We don't personally recommend paying for antivirus. There's not really a compelling reason to do that. So we suggest Avast. So yeah, and Bitdefender is another really good free one. You don't get as much control over that one though, but it's also really good for just setting and forgetting. So those are our recommendations when it comes to antivirus. We'll update that if it changes, but as of now, 2016, that's what we've been seeing. All right, the next question. My friend or relative is a techie. Should I let them fix my computer to save some money? Well, it's really up to you. Your computer's not so much like a car, but we are very dependent on them. So if something ends up being like a software issue and not hardware related, there's a pretty good chance that your techie friend, I mean, I'm a techie, and my family and friends ask me to help them with their computers all the time. So it would depend on maybe their expertise. Like if they do what we do for a living, that's a pretty much a no-brainer. I would say, sure, absolutely, let them do it. If it's somebody that maybe they work on their own computer and maybe fix computers in their garage, whatnot, if they've got a good track record, I think it's fine to trust somebody to do that. You can always take it to a professional shop if they're unable to fix it. You know, somebody like us. Just know that a bench fee is generally around $100. Most places you take it. I know that's the way it is locally for us. So yeah, as a general rule of thumb, if you trust them to not screw it up too bad, I'd say that's perfectly fine. If it's hardware related, you have a better chance of them damaging something because they could shock something in the inside and break it permanently, and you'd have to replace it. So if it's software related, I'd be more apt to let somebody try it than if it's hardware. So take that for what it is. All right, that's going to do it for this video. If you have a question you'd like us to answer, just head out to our website, which is wvtsboise.com, or give us a ring, 208-477-1837, and we'll be happy to point you in the right direction, or maybe we'll even add it to the video series. We'll see you guys in the next one.